Que la famille s'agrandit, eh bien, on va à la banque et on emprunte. Et on sait très bien qu'on peut investir dans l'avenir parce que c'est cela ce que fait un pays qui a confiance dans l'avenir. Nous investissons dans notre avenir. Et aujourd'hui, M. Harper, lui, pense que les investissements qu'il a fait au cours des 10 dernières années suffisent. Ah, ils ne suffisent pas. En fait, je pense que depuis la Deuxième Guerre mondiale, personne n'a fait pire que lui en matière de création d'emplois. Et donc, il nous a plongé dans la récession. Et donc, il faut maintenant que nous redémarrions dès à présent. M. Mulcair nous dit qu'il va maintenant reporter les choses de 3, 5, 20 ans. Mais ce n'est pas cela que nous voulons. Nous sommes le seul parti à avoir dit oui, nous aurons 3 déficits modestes parce que c'est le moment d'investir dans l'avenir du Canada et que les gens puissent ensuite satisfaire leurs besoins. Donc, nous allons œuvrer avec les municipalités, les provinces pour bien identifier les projets nécessaires et les faire bâtir, les faire construire. Nous investissons dans l'avenir du pays. Question, M. Trudeau, vous dites que vous...
De cet ancrage, un budget équilibré sans la moindre raison, les libéraux l'ont fait au fédéral et en Ontario. On sait bien que ça s'éternise, ça, et que ce n'est pas un risque que ni vous, ni notre économie ne pouvons courir. Monsieur Harper, vous avez eu des déficits quand les temps étaient bons, vous avez eu des déficits quand les temps étaient mauvais. Le seul moment où vous avez dit qu'un déficit, ça n'était pas possible, c'est l'année des élections. Le fait est que vous avez été sur des scènes comme celle-ci, vous avez regardé les Canadiens à 3 reprises et vous avez promis de ne pas avoir de déficit. Et pourtant, c'est exactement ce que vous avez fait.
La raison pour laquelle on se trouve coincé dans un déficit depuis si longtemps, c'est parce que vous ne comprenez pas que d'apporter des réductions d'impôts aux Canadiens les plus riches n'est
for professional work, showing your work, for accountability, and then people are going to worry about what is the state of the public service. And when you compare Canada with other countries, I think we've gotten a lot from our institutions: stronger democracies, more prosperity. People look to Greece and they look at what happened to their statistical agencies, other countries. It's worth preserving, and I think we will need a different type of renewal.
All right, we got to leave it there. We appreciate your time.
Good to be here. Thank you, Amanda.
Still ahead, from a top corporate exec saying sorry to consumers making their own mistakes. It was a busy week in business. We'll be back with The Wrap next.
I want you to show me the way.
You have a big influence on your kids, so teach them the life lesson of cooking. For kid-friendly tips and tricks, visit getkidscooking.ca.
We hid cameras in 2 different cars, the Chevy Equinox with built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi and the Ford Escape without.
Chocolate chip, chocolate chip.
Keep your legs down. Athena, put your leg down.
Chevrolet is the first and only car company to bring built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi to cars, trucks, and crossovers.
Visit your local Chevrolet dealer for 0% financing for up to 84 months on the 2015 Equinox LS all-wheel drive. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Dave, I'm sorry to interrupt. I gotta take a sick day tomorrow.
Dads don't take sick days. Dads take NyQuil Complete, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head so you can sleep with a cold medicine.
Today, a new king of the dodgeball court will be crowned. Because today, with Quaker Chewy Bars, he has nutritious energy and 100% Canadian whole grain oats in a taste he loves. Quaker, goodness starts today.
Trick or treat!
This Halloween, whether it's a little fun or full-on festive, PetSmart helps you celebrate your way. Save up to 50% on thousands of items this weekend only.
Congratulations! What are you going to do with the money?
Oh, I don't know.
I already spent the money. I bought a boat.
Zag Bank. There is another way. And right now, when you open up a Zag savings account, you'll get 2.5% interest. Plus, 20 lucky Zag clients will get a $1,000 bonus. It's our way of saying, welcome to Zag. We're glad you're here.
Zag.
Does not being able to find something on your shopping list make you feel so...
I pledge to help you find what you're looking for so you can feel more...
We're going the extra mile at Save On Foods.
This is a lunchbox party, not a Halloween bag. Sorry.
A natural beauty. You're making me melt. Shall we?
Delicious Mini Baby Bell is a source of protein and calcium. Mini Baby Bell, cheese that's 100% natural and 100% fun.
We don't have the words to describe the refreshing great taste you'll find in every bottle of Sprite. But we do have the pictures. Sprite. Clear lemon lime refreshment.
This week on the Mercer Report in Montreal for the most extreme soapbox derby ever.
Rick Mercer Report, a new episode, Tuesday at 8 on CBC.
All right, hello Montreal!
It was a week of warnings and lessons learned. Producer Jacqueline Hansen is here with a look back. So what are the big takeaways this week?
Well, the word of the week, it could be caution this week. So like you said, if we heard a few warnings. So we'll start with one for Volkswagen diesel owners. There's no quick fix coming. Apparently, it'll be quite a while before Volkswagen's emission scandal is in the company's rearview mirror. This week, we saw the top U.S. executive face it head on. He apologized in front of the U.S. Congress, but he didn't exactly take the blame. He suggested it was the work of unknown rogue employees, not executives. But put who did what when aside, and the question is what's next?
What is the effect to my car in terms of emissions and in terms of performance? At the moment, VW are being very coy. They're being very canny in terms of what they're saying. They're not revealing too much.
Some owners have told CBC that they just want their money back.
They'll fix maybe the emissions issue, but the problem is it's not the car that I bought or that I thought I was buying. So I think the value of it will have gone down significantly.
Now, we've heard it before, but there's a retirement income crisis looming in Canada. Well, this week, more data to suggest those truly golden years will be harder to come by. A warning for retirement savers. So-called risk-free investments apparently do come with risk, a possible future of lower returns. Now, that warning is from the Shachi Kurl Institute. It suggests retirement savers and pension funds should be prepared for lower returns than they had before the 2008 financial crisis. It claims risk-free investments, typically things like treasury bills, should only be counted on to return close to 1%.
The level of short-term rates we have today is completely unsustainable when you look at it from an economic theory point of view. So what it's telling you is there is something unsustainable happening. Eventually you are going to get a rebalancing of interest rates. And so from a long-term investing point of view, the return on cash, the safe, risk-free investment is going to rise. But it's not going to go back to anything like what we had before.
Seeing as a Bank of Canada 3-month T-bill currently earns less than 0.5% right now, a 1% return would actually be an improvement, but like Craig Alexander said, not near the level they were earning up to 2007. Now, in a week where the biggest global trade deal yet finally got signed, you might think that would be the top story on our business webpage. Well, it wasn't. Instead, it was a traveler beware tale about passport expiration dates. An Ontario family's French Riviera vacation fell apart when they tried to make a flight connection in London. They were stopped because the husband's passport was only good for another 78 days. France requires passports to be valid for 90 days after the return date. So the family scrapped the trip and flew home at a cost of $4,000. Now, France isn't the only country where you need to check your passport expiry date.
A lot of countries have a requirement that you have to have a 1 month, 3 months, 6 months on your passport. But it's not that often you actually hear of people who are prevented from traveling because of that.
So, Amanda, like he said, these are rules that have been in place for a long time, and it does vary by country sometimes, but something...
Check it out. It's I mean, I'll be honest, Jacqueline, my first response to this story was, well, how do people not know that? It turns out a lot of people don't know.
It turns out
some countries need visas now, where that's sort of unexpected. Certainly, this passport requirement varies, and it's important to check.
Exactly.
Thanks, Jax.
You're welcome.
Getting a canned beer at a bar is strange enough, but what about when your food comes that way, too? Here's what we crowdsourced. A new bar in Hiroshima, Japan is raising eyebrows. It serves only food that comes in a can, 300 different varieties of it. The most popular dish is a simple canned omelet. While the more adventuresome can sample canned bee larvae. The owner says selling only canned food keeps overhead down. I bet. The food lasts longer and he doesn't need to hire a chef. Yuck. First of all, I'm just going to go to the record saying I don't know what's wrong with canned beer. That's perfectly fine.
That's perfectly
I
fine.
didn't like that.
But bee larva?
Well, why would you get a canned omelet?
I'm not
That's
sure.
disgusting.
I try to steer away from canned food in general.
Oh, no. They're brown beans. Brown beans on toast.
That's fine. And actually, I do like sweet corn, too.
Yeah,
is
and
good, too.
by the way, canned peas, very delicious.
Yes,
very
but
different than fresh or frozen.
The bee larva, though, I'm not sure I need to add that to my regular diet.
Let's just agree you and I never need to go to that restaurant at all.
Agreed.
Okay. But still, nothing wrong with canned beer.
No.
Have a great weekend.
You're welcome. Yes, you too.
And that's tonight's exchange. Thanks for watching.